morning, everyone. I am Miss Charita Nagrada, your teacher for Food and Beverage Services. Our topic for today is all about customer service. Our objectives are, number 1, communicate effectively with customers. Number 2, create a positive impression. Number 3, develop and maintain customer service standards. And number 4, plan good customer service. Let us first define who are customers. He or she is an individual or business that purchases company's goods and services. Customers are the people who need our assistance. They are not an interruption to our job. They are the reason for our job. A good customer service is taking that extra step to help without being asked. It is all about attitude and skills. For your first activity, I want you to describe what are the good and bad services. I will be giving you 5 seconds to think about. Time's up. I think you have already your answers with you. So we will going to differentiate the good and the bad service. These are the important qualities of good customer practices. Number 1, enthusiastic. Number 2, good communication skills. Number 3, customer empathy and compassion. Number 4, patience. Number 5, stress management. Number 6, flexibility. Number 7, charisma. And last one, company knowledge. And for the bad customer practices, these are the following. Number 1, rude food server. Number 2, poor and slow service. And number 3, poor quality of products. For your second activity, I want you to analyze what do the customer wants when they entered in your restaurant. Write it down on your paper. To check your answers, kindly watch this video.
If you think you took a job serving meals, think again. You aren't simply serving a meal. You're making memories. At Country Cookin', we pride ourselves on having good food and friendly people in a warm, relaxed atmosphere. For our guests, we want it to feel almost like home, just without the work of cooking and cleaning. Think about how you would act if you were having guests over to your own home. You'd be sure everything was clean for their visit. You'd greet them at the door and tell them you're glad to see them. You'd offer them a drink. You'd take care that the food you served was cooked just right and served right away. When they left, you'd invite them to come back again soon. Well, it's the same here at Country Cookin', and nothing is more important than you. Customers will respond more to your attitude and service than anything else about their visit. Want to earn big tips? Here's the secret: genuine, friendly service. Take good care of our guests, and they'll take good care of you. Let's start with your appearance. You've heard the saying, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Well, it's true. You start earning your tip the moment a guest sees you approaching. Think about it. Would you want this person serving you food? Now how about this? Look at what a difference your appearance makes. I bet you'd be happy to work with this person. She's clean, her clothes are not wrinkled, and fit properly. And most important, there's a real smile on her face, one that shows in her eyes. Here are some accepted outfits under the Country Cookin' dress code. Your manager or trainer will give you a copy of the dress code and answer any questions. Good service and good tips begin the moment a guest walks in our door. We want all our guests to feel welcome and at home here. We greet them with a smile and seat them as quickly as possible. If you can't help a guest right away, be sure to acknowledge their presence and let them know you'll be with them in just a moment. It's especially important to help our first-time guests to feel comfortable. Ask guests, "Are you familiar with how things work here?" Try to avoid phrasing that could offend regular customers, such as, "Is this your first time with us?" For first-time guests, include a red flag placement with their menus and follow the red flag procedure. This helps ensure that new guests know how to get the maximum out of their meal and feel comfortable with the whole dining experience. Your manager or trainer will help you learn the red flag guest procedure. The basics of great service at Country Cookin' come down to 4 simple statements. Make a personal connection. Have a friendly and enthusiastic attitude. Sell and tell. Invite your guests to return. As with all parts of your job, your attitude is most important. But there are some specific things you need to know to help your guests have a great dining experience.
The video contains things that must do enable for us to provide excellent service. To summarize them, these are the following: greeting the customers, establishing rapport, and find out how you can help. For your application, I want you to answer a situational analysis wherein you will going to apply your skills on customer relations. Write your answers in your paper. For your situational analysis, Jason and wife Nika placed their order for dinner to one of the finest restaurants in the place. They've noticed that the time passed for about 30 minutes and the food was not yet served to them. They called the waiter and asked about their food order. They feel upset since they are both starving at that moment. The waiter said he will follow up in the kitchen. After a few minutes, the waiter approaches their table and tells them that the food will serve after 15 minutes more. Jason and wife didn't happy to hear about it. They canceled the order and decided to transfer to another restaurant. If you are the restaurant manager, what will you do to resolve the problem? Explain briefly your answer. And for your final test, I want you to identify true or false. Write true if the statement is correct and false if the statement is incorrect. Are you ready? Number 1. Full attention is given to the complaining guest. Is it true or false? And the right answer is true. Question number 2. Excuses or blaming someone is avoided. Is it true or false? The answer is true. Question number 3. Always thank the guest for patronizing your business. Is it true or false? And the answer is true. I hope you answered the questions correctly. The submission of your activities is on Thursday, March 11, 2021. I hope you have learned a lot from our topic for today. So we will see each other on the next meeting. Thank you very much and goodbye. This is your teacher, Ma'am Chari Nagrada.